Alright, so here's my interpretation of the initial struggle for the Haye Sainte farm at the Battle of Waterloo. We've got the Second Light Italian King's German Legion occupying the farm, and we've got Major Barring here leading from the orchard, and then we've got the initial waves of the 54th and 55th French battalions from Charlotte's first brigade. So this is my tiger terrain Haye Sainte from model that I posted about recently. I'm really pleased actually. I think it's come out really nice. The farm from those guys is really nice. So it's a resin cast farm, really nicely detailed, and the guys at Tiger Terrain are a pleasure to deal with. So if I come a bit closer, let me show you close up. So like I mentioned in my previous video, the Tiger Terrain stuff is like, it's worked on a reduced footprint, so it's fairly accurate in terms of the barns and the buildings and the doors and things like that. But the nice thing about it is that they have sort of reduced that initial footprint, because you can see, even at this scale, it's taken up a fair size of the board. So it's quite a nice feature, one that I quite liked. For painting, I primed it black, airbrushed everything. The brick red, and then I used the this chipping fluid from MIG, which I normally use on tanks and models, model aircraft and that, to get that chipping effect. But I sprayed that on, airbrushed that on, and then let that dry. Airbrushed everything white, and then using sort of a hard bristled brush, gave that certain areas a good scrub to sort of work back the white and get back to the red underneath. And I think that's come out quite nice. The cobblestone floor is part of the kit. I've got some just sort of flock around the edges. There is also the pond there, which I need to probably put some gloss on. I mounted the farm on some 2mm MDF sheet. That lets me get the garden, attach the garden in there, and the orchard at the far end. Just the usual sort of sharp sand, and then the Jarvis 3-tone flock to simulate grass and that around the outside. Just the usual, again, mini nature, blossoms and tufts and all that good stuff. So the scale I think works really well. I base my guys on 3mm bases, so they're quite high off the ground. So I think that 2mm just gives me a little bit extra height as well. But I think the scale overall for the farm is really good. And then if I come around here, this is the orchard that I did. Again, it's on a separate MDF sheet, so I can break that off if I need to. I had a little bit of warpage with that, unfortunately, but I mean, that was probably bound to happen with not having any terrain or any hard structure on there. It's just the board and the sand and that. Was probably inevitable, but it bends back all right. And then I've got my hedges. First time I've used this. This is the Rubberized Horsehair. So I picked that up from eBay. I sort of airbrushed the bottom sections brown to show the roots and that, and the branches, and then used the Jarvis flock again, some hairspray just to get it all to stick. I think they've come out really nicely, the hedges. They've sort of expanded a little bit. They were sort of a bit more tighter in together, which was nice. You can sort of, I tend to leave some weight on there to keep that down. But as you can see, that, you know, it's nice, and, you know, it's fine for wargaming. It's not gonna break off, or it can take a bit of a beating, and I think it looks quite effective actually. So that's worked out quite nice. And then the trees in the orchard, I did have some apple trees that I think I showed in the last video, but they were potentially a bit tall for these. So I had to dig around, and I found these old Warhammer trees. So again, I just based them on a quick MDF base and some scatter just to tie them in. And I think that's about it. So yeah, it's I'm quite pleased overall. Like I say, I really recommend the Tiger Terrain kits. I think they're really nice, and they come out really well. And there we have it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll speak to you all soon. See you later, guys. Bye.